You have to have toughness. You got to be tougher than everybody that we play. It's going to be difficult. Everybody here has got to have a lot of mental toughness.
The Nick Saban Show brought to you by Truckworks. I'm Chris Stewart. Great to have you with us, along with, of course, the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. A very happy homecoming, coach, 30-6 over Mississippi State.
Yeah, well, it was great homecoming, but it was time for us to see how we were going to respond to the disappointment that we had a week ago, and I was really pleased. The players responded with their ability, their effort, their toughness. They competed well in the game. Wasn't perfect all the time. But, it's fun to coach guys when they have energy and enthusiasm. And that's the way it should be. And they should have fun and not a lot of anxiety, worried about outcomes, but go out and play and compete and have fun. And I think that's the best thing our players did. And now we need to try to build on that for the future.
You talked about the fact they went back to work in the week leading up to today's game, but then also came out and executed early on, getting points in that first quarter.
Yeah, I thought we had a good start in the game. Stopping them on fourth down obviously is a big thing. It affects field position, so much when you don't punt on fourth down. But it is what it is, and we got some fourth down stops. That's how they scored on the last drive, though, of the game, because they converted to fourth downs, and we had good opportunities to stop them. So, but early in the game, that was a real key.
All right, Coach, let's get into those first half highlights.
Will Reichard will handle the kickoff for the Crimson Tide, and again for Alabama right now, as the Dogs will run it, and they will pick up a couple and then get knocked backwards. Helms Katie on the snap, gets it now. Looking to throw, does so, fade towards the corner. That's going to be impossible. 4 on the play clock, down to 3. At 2, they snap it. They run a draw. They'll run it right side. They'll pick up 5 yards, maybe 6, or even 7 as they get where they ought to do. 4 on the play clock, 3, 2, 1, they get it snapped, they'll throw it quick, slant, catch, no, it's dropped, broken up, DeMarco Helms, and Bama will take over on down. Again from the 29 of the Tide, getting the snap, Young, with time, now steps up in the pocket, looks, throws deep, got a man down there, Brooks has it at the 30, he'll be slung down. Check that, Burton in motion to the left side, joining Earl and Brooks to the left side of the formation. McClellan in the backfield with Young, who is waiting. 4, 3 on the play clock, gets the snap at 2. Plenty of time, looking all day, could read a book. Bounces around now as pressure tries to catch up. Still buying time, directing traffic, lines up, throws, wide open Earl. Touchdown, Alabama! What a play, Bryce Young. From Ricks. So on second down, they will hand it off and not get much at all. Once again, Simeon Price in a man to the right side of the formation, looking to throw. Rogers right side, it is knocked away. Brian Branch, a great job of getting a hand up at the left. Snap a little high, the spot is good, the kick is up with plenty of leg, and it hits the left upright, and it is no good. See if his head was still attached to the rest of his body, but it is going to be 1st and 10 from the Alabama 19-yard line. Young operating again from the pistol, will hand it off, left side to Gibbs, he'll run right side, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Alabama. Jahmyr Gibbs, 19 yards, and the Crimson Tide has a 13-0 lead.
Good run from Gibbs right there. Cut it back in the right side, but man, it was a huge hole right there right behind. Offensive line, Darian Dalcourt leading the way. Email Agior, that was as good as job you could do up front. Mississippi State trying to time the snap. They're walking around in the defensive line. Got to the line.
Play clock. 1, they get the snap off. They throw, and it is batted away. And incomplete. And Bama takes over on downs. Pressure coming. Young looking. He's got a man. Catch made. Holding inside the 15 and down to the Mississippi State snap. Gets it. Looking. Time to throw. Now scrambles to his right. Looking. Throw and catch made. Touchdown. Alabama. Trayshawn Holden. 6 yards. 8:19 to go in the half. And Bama now leading it
once again, the play breaks down.
In the right context. 2 wideouts left. Now a third as Burton will come over to that side of the formation. Young. Waiting on the snap. Gets it. Looking. Still looking. Throwing downfield. Catch is made. Burton near the boundary. That is going to be a complete pass. That is going to be a first. And they pushed it just right. Snap, spot, and kick. Plenty of leg there. The kick is up. And that one splits the uprights. Will Riker cooped it through.
Coach, you talked coming after last week's game, wanting to affect the quarterback a little bit more. How'd you do in that regard in the first half?
Well, I thought we had a couple, 3 sacks, 3 or 4 hurries, had 10, pass breakups in the secondary. Didn't have any pass interference, didn't have penalties, didn't give them extra opportunities, had some 4th down stops. I thought Bryce was really efficient in the first half. So, it was a good first half for us, and I was really pleased with the way we played. We didn't run the ball, consistently as well as we'd like, but that's something we need to work on.
24-0 the score at the half. We've got more coming up here on the Nick Saban Show, presented by Truckworks. Coach, 24-0 lead at the break. What was the message to your team at intermission?
Oh, it's the same, really. You got ahead 24-0, but the whole emphasis was play one play at a time for 60 minutes in the game. So no scoreboard, just keep playing, keep having fun, keep making plays, keep up your energy and enthusiasm in terms of down in and down out. And, basically, I thought we did it on defense. Didn't have a great second half on offense. We struggled a little bit, had some 3 and outs, had some opportunities. I ended up just kicking 2 field goals. So we need to improve on that part of it.
Coach, let's get into those second half highlights.
He drops back. Now he creeps up, showing blitz again from the edge. They block it. Throw is made, and the catch is made as well by Caleb Ducking. That'll be a gain of about 5. Rogers looking, throwing across the middle. Catch is made, and that is going to be enough for a first down. They got 11. They needed 10, and first down does indeed move it forward. Is single set back to the right side of Rogers. Quick snap, throw left side, catch made. That is Williams, and he'll fight forward, and he's going to get 11 yards. And a player down for Alabama, that's Brian Branch, who does get second down and 5. Rogers getting the snap, pressure coming, and he goes down. Darko Helms gets the 5th. 12. Wasn't an easy catch, but it was definitely in his hands. 3rd and a dozen. From outside the 30, throw near side, knocked away. What a play by Eli Ricks. They tried the back shoulder on the Tide 31. Rogers gets the snap. Blitz coming up the middle. Throw goes deep, and it is incomplete. And Alabama turns away the Dogs once again. Had a chance to return one, and we're kind of good with that. This is a high, wobbly kick, but one that will be dropped. Bama's going to kick it around, a scramble, and the Tide comes up with it. I believe that the snapper, Leland Hibbett, is the one that kitchen back right. Young getting the snap, looking, dumps it off Gibbs. 20, cuts it back 15, 10, and stretches forward to the 9-yard line. The exciting near hash, 33 yards away. Snap, spot, kick. All blitz. Young looking, throwing across the middle, catch made. Brooks, first down, inside the 7-yard try, 38 yards officially from the near hash. Kick with plenty of leg. It's up, and this one is good as well. Still first and goal. Rogers looking, slant, catch made was the end. 5, are they going to get the snap off in time? 2, 1, they'll hand it off. He'll walk in, and dadgummit with no time left.
30-6, the final. I know they wanted the shutout and came really close to getting that, but a great win for your team.
Yeah, it was disappointing for the players because I think they really wanted a shutout, and I really wanted it for them because they had played really well all day. But, we had a couple opportunities to stop them on 4th down and didn't execute well enough, and they scored on the last play of the game. But, look, I'm just happy the way the guys competed in the game, the way they played in the game. There's some things that we wanted to clean up, like penalties and, missed opportunities, mental errors, and I thought the players did a really good job of that. And
30
which comes because they had good preparation this week.
30-6, the final score, Alabama winner. We've got more coming up here on the Nick Saban Show, presented by Truckworks. Coach, what was your turning point in this one this week?
Well, I think the fourth down stops, but one in particular when we were up 14-0, had really good field position. They go for it on 4th and 1, and we get them stopped, and then we go down and make it 21-0. I think that was really the turning point in the game. From it made them change how they were playing on offense a little bit, and it gave us a comfortable lead.
You obviously have a great coaching staff, position coaches on the field, but your overall staff and the team that makes up all of your organization so special. David Ballou, a big part of that, is Director of Sports Performance.
Well, David has, completely changed everything that we do here in terms of how we lift, what we do. Everything's velocity training, very scientific approach to it. Players respond to him very well, and he does a great job of implementing it. And he's been a fantastic addition to our staff. I think it's helped injuries, soft tissue injuries. I mean, he has done a phenomenal job with our players, and the conditioning program that he works through in the winter and the summertime has really benefited the development of a lot of our players.
We're going to go Mercedes-Benz All Access with David Ballou.
All right, it's going to work. DBs, wideouts in the indoor. DBs and wideouts in the indoor. O-line and D-line go over by the K-boxes. Linebackers, tight end specialists, quarterbacks in the middle, hip distraction. Let's go, get you a spot. Hey, DBs start in the middle. Wideouts, running back, stay here. Perfect. There, drive your hips up. There we go. Get chest up. Jace, start a leg curl there against the wall. 5 reps each, 3 seconds on the way down. There you go. Slow on the way down. Good, slow. Got football bar bench today. Set of 3, 2 sets of 1. T-bar row over there, 6 reps. Face pull 12 after each set. Hit this warm up, 5 reps, and we'll go good second warm up for 3. There you go. Drive it up, elbows in. Nice shot. Up, there you go, yeah. Up, good. Up, 2, good. Come on, up. There we go. All right, T-bar row 6. All right, now squeeze the handles down. Elbows tucked, here we go. Up, good. Up, 2, squeeze. Good. Up, let's go, squeeze it. Up, good. Good, 2. Up, 3, good. 25, you all right? One time. Up, there you go, good. Good. JC, up. Drive it up, there you go, good. Nice. Keep those elbows tucked, nice shot. Up, let's go. Up, there we go, good. Good shot, bud. Easy. What was your speed on the 385? Yeah, you could have did 405. Oh, yeah, good. There you go. Good. Up. Good, nice. Let's go. Up, 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 up. Good. There you go. Good job.
Coach, this is the fans' favorite time each week. They see that clicker in your hand and they know they're going to get the CB&S play of the game.
Well, this is a simple running play, really. We're going to zone block everybody off to the right, and the slider comes back so you have better angles, and Burton's going to come back on a ghost reverse, we call it, where he's just faking a reverse. And really, the inside 3 guys here, these 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards, because they're going to run a Mickey stunt, inside, where they cross dog us inside. And to pass this off, really is 55 does a great job, 71 comes off, 52 does a really good job, 54 does a good job. You see the ghost play influences the corner to come back with number 3. And you know, number one does a really good job of pressing the hole, and because they're distorted in the secondary because of the ghost, they don't have a corner over there, so they don't have anybody squeeze the ball back to the safety, and Jameer outruns them to the corner. So really well executed play for us.
Segment each week, get a chance to hear you talk about some of your great young men, such as Cameron Latu.
Well, you know, Cam's a guy that I'm most proud of because, you know, he's come a long way here. He came here as an outside linebacker, converted him to tight end. He really worked hard at becoming a really good player. He's a really good receiver in the passing game. But he just matured so much as a person. And, you know, I'm just so proud of the way he's developed, you know, personally, academically, and athletically while he's been here.
Let's spend a few minutes learning more about Cameron Latu.
Cameron Latu, Salt Lake City, Utah, tight end. I graduated in human environmental science with a minor in communications, and I wanted to be a sports psychiatrist and help young athletes because I just know what they go through, and I feel like I would relate to them in an easy way. My plans after would be I would like to obviously go to the NFL. I'll be trying to pursue my dreams with that, and other than that, I'll probably, like I said, just see sports psychiatrist or something like that, or be a sports broadcaster, maybe either two. I played in about 6th grade, I would say, and I started because I saw my older brother do it, and I wanted just to follow in his footsteps and be a football player, and just play sports in general. I was a little kid. When in 6th grade, I was probably a safety, but as I went on to high school, played DN, linebacker, stuff like that on defense. Overall, tight end is definitely my favorite, only because it just shows more of my versatility and what I can do more in the position, run more, catch the ball, score touchdowns, stuff like that. The reason I chose to come to Alabama was because I just knew it would be a challenge for me. I wanted to be coached by the best, and I wanted just to find out who I am as a person. I just wanted to build my own self and live my own life and do my own mistakes and just find out who I am as a person. The best decision I ever made, I'd say, because it just opened so many doors that I would never even thought would have opened. My career here, I would say, is just revolved around one word, and that's perseverance. And I just think that if you just trust the process and believe in yourself, everything will just fall into place, and you just have to just stay consistent without getting frustrated and knowing that you can't be result oriented, and you just gotta just live through the process and find your own habits, your routines, and just attack those weaknesses, and you'll get to where you want to be. Some of my favorite moments will obviously be scoring touchdowns. That would be probably the best feeling in the world. Maybe the Miami game was my favorite because I just felt so much energy from scoring my first touchdown. It was just so surreal. I would say my favorite touchdown is the one versus Georgia in the national championship. I would say Coach Saban is a genius, and everything he says I take into account because he doesn't just talk. He says, the things he says is just genius. I don't know, he's just a smart man, and he's just seen a lot. He's seen everything, so why wouldn't I listen to him? And some things I used to question some things he does, or he not even does, just like the decisions that he would put on us. But I understand as I got throughout this university, like as I got older, it's just for the betterment of us, like throughout the day, even punishments, all that, it's just for the betterment of us. So I appreciate him a lot. I want to say to the fans, thank you guys for always supporting us and being the best fans in America. Roll Tide.
Coach, your next game is in Baton Rouge against LSU, but thankfully what's next is an off week for your squad.
And I think this is coming at a really important time because maybe you noticed how many guys had their sweatpants on the sidelines. A lot of them are really good players. So we need to get healthy. We need to get some of our good players back, especially on defenses where we have most of the issues. So I think we'll get some of those guys back, but I think, to get some guys that have been playing that are 100%, like Bryce, this will be a great week for him to be able to do a lot of rehab and strengthen, his shoulder. So maybe he can come back and practice a little bit more, which, will be beneficial to how we play. We're going to play a very good LSU team in 2 weeks. They seem like they're playing as well as anybody in the country. They just beat Ole Miss today, who was number 8 in the country. So we got a lot of tough games coming up, and we need to get our team healthy and ready and make progress and continue to improve and build on the kind of competitive character we had today.
Coach, thank you for the time as always. Congratulations on the victory. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time right here on The Nick Saban Show, presented by Truckworks.
The Nick Saban Show is brought to you by Coke, with zero sugar and refreshingly delicious. Is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. And by the University of Alabama, where legends are made.